Once upon a time, in a small coastal town, there lived a young man named Leo. He was known for his bright mind but restless heart. Leo wanted to control everything. His plans, his days, even how others felt about him. If something didn't go his way, he would worry for hours, pacing back and forth, replaying conversations in his head. He worked at a small design studio, but his thoughts were always tangled. When clients delayed payment, he felt anger rise. When projects changed direction, he felt panic. And when his ideas weren't chosen, he couldn't sleep at night. To others, he looked hardworking. But inside, he was always tense, like a man holding a rope that kept slipping through his hands. The more Leo tried to stay in control, the more chaotic life felt. He began snapping at coworkers, missing deadlines, and avoiding his friends. Even simple things, a spilled coffee or a late bus, made him feel defeated. One day, after another restless night, he sat by the shore behind his apartment, staring at the waves. There, he noticed his elderly neighbor, Mrs. Yara. She came to the beach every evening to feed the seagulls. Leo had seen her many times, calm, smiling, moving slowly as if time itself followed her rhythm. That evening, when she saw Leo's tired face, she walked closer and offered him a gentle smile. "You look like someone trying to catch the wind," she said. Leo sighed. "I just want things to go right. I work so hard, but something always slips. The more I try to fix things, the more they break." Mrs. Yara nodded, as if she had heard this story many times before. "Come tomorrow," she said softly. "I'll show you something the sea once taught me." The next morning, Leo met her at the shore. She handed him a small glass jar and said, "Fill it with water, but keep it still." He tried, but as soon as he dipped it into the tide, the waves disturbed it. The water inside kept rippling. He frowned. "It's impossible. The waves won't stop moving." Mrs. Yara smiled. "Then wait." So he waited, for minutes that felt like hours. Slowly, the tide calmed. The water inside the jar became still, clear enough to see the sand below. "Now," she said, "look." Leo peered into the jar. He could see his own reflection. Mrs. Yara continued, "The sea does not rush to be calm. It waits. The more you stir the water, the less you can see. The more you let it settle, the clearer everything becomes." Leo stood there quietly, holding the jar. The simple image stayed in his mind. Days passed. Whenever he felt anxious at work, he remembered the jar. Instead of reacting immediately, he paused, took a breath, waited for the water inside him to settle. The first few times, it was hard. His old habits whispered, "Do something now. Fix it." But the more he practiced, the more peaceful he felt. Slowly, his coworkers noticed the change. His designs grew more thoughtful, his words gentler. He still faced problems, deadlines, disagreements, mistakes, but he met them differently. One evening, Leo returned to the beach with Mrs. Yara. He thanked her quietly and asked, "How did you learn this?" She chuckled. "When my husband died, I wanted to control everything. The grief, the house, the future. But one day I realized, the sea keeps moving with or without my permission. I could fight it or flow with it. Only one brings peace." They watched the horizon together, the waves whispering softly against the sand. From that day on, Leo kept the little glass jar on his desk, a reminder that calm does not come from control, but from clarity. And clarity begins when we stop stirring the water. A calm mind is not something you chase. It is something you allow. When we let go of our need to control every wave, life begins to settle, and the reflection of who we truly are becomes clear again. If this story touched you, like it to reach more people and share it with someone who may need a moment of calm today. And remember, peace isn't found by holding tighter, but by learning to let go. I'll be back again with another inspiring story.